Is it recording or? My name is Sean Williams, and I've been serving the Lord since April 10th of 2016, and I am the owner of Digital Bridge Computer Services here in Conestoga. I was raised Catholic, grew up Catholic my whole life. Then from the time I was 16 on, I just really wasn't a church-going person and kind of believed in God, but didn't really have a big following with it. My church going now, it's kind of night and day. It doesn't feel like it's something that I'm required to do or I'm actually getting something out of it. I'm going now because I want to. Growing up, I didn't really view it that I had a relationship with God. I always viewed the Bible as more of a way toward to live your life, kind of like an Aesop's Fables or something like that, where it's okay, well, do this and don't do that. I definitely have a relationship now compared to before. I find myself praying and worshiping and really finding things in the Bible that resonate with my current life. A great plus of it now, coming with Live with Purpose and stuff and connecting here in Conestoga, I really feel the presence of Jesus in my life and getting that connection back again. I see a big difference in my life personally. Others have even mentioned it as well. Whether it's just me with my business going out on a service call and one of my clients going through a rough time or anything, and just kind of giving a little bits of encouragement, and that leading into a conversation that goes deeper about our relationships with God. That kind of reinforces it to me as more of a new believer again, or being born again. So that's always really encouraging, finding other believers like that and bringing it into your day-to-day life. I didn't plan on just kind of falling into place here at Live with Purpose or anything like that. I went and it synced and it happened, and it's kind of been budding. And so I kind of went out of obligation or just to be nice, really. You know, I've never been in a church like this before in my life, and I just kind of felt myself moved emotionally, and that was very weird for me. But Joe was talking that Sunday about belief and new believers, and he called out if anyone in the crowd hadn't accepted Jesus Christ as their Savior, raise your hand. And against everything that normally I would do, I found myself raising my hand, and then he called them up to be prayed upon. And again, something that I would never do and just felt super uncomfortable about. I went up and repeated after Joe and accepted Jesus Christ as my Savior. It's super hard to explain. I just had this feeling in my gut and all over my body. It was like, it's like when you get a chill. And then I felt kind of awkward and airy the next couple days because I didn't know what was going to happen or what would go on, if I would, you know, just kind of peter out kind of like I did earlier in life with going to church and stuff. And then you know, I went again the next Sunday, and the next Sunday, and the next Sunday. You know, got to meet the other members of the church and started to delve more depth into the relationship with God. And it just kind of kept building this great feeling I had. And then all of a sudden, like, I had this calmness about me that I never had before in my life. It's like, I don't know, it's kind of like if you're leaning back in a chair, but there's a pillar back there, and you know you're not going to slip. I always had that support, and just a weird feeling of support that I never had before. I would say a giant impact on the relationship I do have now with God in my church is the support structure there and the other churchgoers. They're more than just other people in pews. They're more like, they really are like a built-in family. If there is one thing that I could really give out to anybody and everybody out there, is even if you feel a little uncomfortable or out of place with it, reach out and just get out of your comfort zone and go out there and you know, raise your hand when someone asks if you haven't accepted Jesus as your Savior. Or, you know, go up to that altar if someone wants to pray on you, and you know, it could be all the difference in the world.